Hello everyone. In last lecture, we have discussed about the different type of venation which is present in the leaves of angiospermic plant or flowering plant. There are two different type of venation which is generally present in this type of leaves like reticulate venation and parallel venation. Now in this lecture, I am going to discuss in detail about the different type of leaves which is present in this type of plant on the basis of structure of the lamina. Okay, we know that the leaf have leaf blade or lamina, and on the basis of incision or the cut which is present on the lamina, leaf of the angiospermic plant is divided into two simple type. Okay, the first type is simple leaf and second type is compound leaf. So leaf divided into two types, simple leaf and compound leaf in angiospermic plant, and on the basis of number of incision or cut present on the lamina or on the leaf blade. Okay, so what is lamina? If we draw the simple leaf structure of the angiospermic plant, the leaf is divided into three parts. Okay, the part which attach leaf to the stem is called leaf base. Then the part which is present in between leaf base and the lamina is called petiole, while the most important, largest, thinnest part of the leaf is leaf blade. Okay, this is the site of photosynthesis, and on the basis of incision or cut which is present on the lamina, this leaf can be divided into two types, that is simple leaf and compound leaf. In this lecture, we are going to focus on both simple leaf and compound leaf and their characteristics. Okay, so simple leaf is nothing but the leaf which have single or intact leaf blade. Leaf blade is nothing but the lamina. Okay, so in this case, the leaf have single, entire, continuous lamina. Okay, incision are absent. They do not show incisions. Incision or cut are absent in this type of leaf. Okay, so if we want to draw simple leaf of the angiospermic plant, it will going to look like this, similar. A central portion which is called as midrib and lamina. Okay, now this lamina or leaf blade is single, without incision or without cut. Okay, now sometime the lamina of the leaf, simple leaf also show incision, but the incision or the cut do not touch to the midrib. This is midrib, and the cut which is present in the lamina of a simple leaf are deep, but they are not present or they are not touch the midrib. Okay, so sometime incisions are present, but they do not touch midrib. So how exactly this type of incisions are present in the simple leaf? Okay, suppose this is simple leaf with intact continuous lamina. Now sometime you can observe the leaf in the angiospermic plant like this. Okay, and now here you can see the incisions are present, but they are not touching the midrib, and lamina is ultimately look single, so it is called as simple leaf. Okay, now this incision or the cut which is present in the lamina is of three different types. Sometimes the length of this cut is less than half, sometimes they are half, and sometimes they are more than half. What is mean by this? Okay, suppose we measure the length from margin of the lamina to the midrib. Okay, and suppose this is 10 millimeter. Now, if the incision is less than half, in that case, now this incision which is present in the lip, suppose this is the incision, okay, and this is the middle line. I am drawing imaginary axis here on the lip, which is dividing the lamina into two parts. This portion is 5 mm and remaining portion is 5 mm, okay, because total length of this portion is 10 mm. Now, if the incision is less than first type, that is less than half, in that case the length of the incision should be 5 or less than 5, okay, like this, because total length is 10 mm. Now, in case of half incision, the length will be 5 mm, okay, like this. Suppose this is incision and now it is exactly up to the middle line, so it is 5 mm, and in case of more than half, the incision will going to go deeper and it will going to cross this imaginary axis. That means in this case the length of the incision will be more than 5 mm. Okay, so simple lip also show incision or the cut on the lamina, but they are not touched in everything, or in all these three cases the incision is not touching to the midrib. This is midrib of the lip and they are not touching to the midrib, so the lip will going to ultimately remain single, so it is called a simple lip, but they are also show cut or incision. Okay, and the well-known example of this type of lip is mango plant, then people, papaya, okay, and many other plants show such type of leaves. Okay, now the next type of leaf which is present in angiospermic plant is compound leaf. What is compound leaf? Now it is completely opposite to that of the simple leaf. Simple leaf have single leaf blade, while in this case multiple lip blade, lip incision, sorry, are present on the lamina. Now this type of lip show multiple cut on the lamina, and the cut directly go up to the midrib or central line, and due to which the lip lamina get divided into number of segments, separate segment. Each segment is called as liplets or pinny. Okay, so lamina or lip blade get divided into liplets or pinny. Okay, so liplets are nothing but the segments of the lamina which is occur due to incision. Incision reach up to the midrib, so that entire lamina get divided into number of different type of small segments, and they are called as liplets or pinny. Okay, now on the basis of arrangement of this liplet or pinny on the axis, there are two type of compound lips. Okay, so compound lip again divided into two type. Number one is pinnately compound, and number two is palmately compound. Okay, both these are the type of lip which come under the compound lip, so that they will going to have liplet and pinny as well as incision on the lamina. Okay, so first we are going to discuss about pinnately compound lip. Now this type of lip is usually observed when venation is unicostate. What is unicostate venation? We have discussed in detail about the unicostate venation in my previous videos. Okay, so unicostate venation is the type of venation in which lip show single midrib. Okay, suppose this is the lip, and now the lip showing single midrib, but due to the incision or cut, now here you can see number of cuts are present on the lip blade, and these cuts are nothing but the incision, and now this cut can go up to the midrib. So here you can see structure like this. Lamina get divided into number of small segments, and they are liplets or pinnae. Okay, in this type of lip, it called as pinnately compound lip. Okay, and now this small segment is called liplet or pinnae. Now this central line, which is midrib in case of simple lip, now it is not actually in the center of this pinnae or liplet. So this central line is now called as rachis. Okay, so rachis is nothing but the common axis in the pinnately compound lip to which liplets or pinnae get attached. Okay, and now this rachis is nothing but the midrib. Pinnately compound lip are always present when the venation is unicostate. So in this case you can observe the original lip have single mid vein or midrib. So it is called as unicostate venation, and this type of lip after development of incision lead to formation of pinnately compound lip. Okay, now in case of palmately compound lip, the multicostate venations are present. Okay, so opposite to unicostate, multicostate is a type of a venation in which more than one midrib is present on the petiole. Okay, there are two different type of multicostate venation, that is convergent multicostate venation and divergent. When midrib run in different directions, it is called as divergent venation, and when in multicostate venation all the midrib run towards single point, it is called as convergent. But this type of palmately compound lips are generally present when the venation is divergent type. Okay, so what is divergent venation? Suppose this is petiole. Okay, we know that lip have three part, out of which second part, this portion is called petiole. So suppose this is petiole, and in case of multicostate divergent venation, number of vein arise and run in different direction. Okay, from petiole. And now we know that in this case, lip blade or lamina will be present like this. The example of multicostate divergent type of plant is palm tree or palm tree. Now in this case, you can see palmately compound leaves are produced from this type of venation when incision are developed in these points. Okay, now the cut is developed at this point, and the two portion of the lamina get separate from one another. Same thing happened with all the midribs. So that now you can see lip gate or lamina gate separated. Okay, and these separate parts of the lamina is called liplets. Okay, and this type of structures of the lip is produced in palmately compound lip on the basis of number of liplets or pinnae present in pinnately compound leaves and palmately compound leaves. There are various types of both these leaves. Okay, so pinnately compound leaves is divided into four types. Okay, so four basic types of pinnately compound leaf are unipinnate, bipinnate, tripinnate, and decompound. So these five are the type of pinnately compound leaves on the basis of number of leaflets, that is unipinnate, bipinnate, tripinnate, and decompound. While on the basis of number of leaflets present on palmately compound leaf, there are five different type of this type of leaves. Like, so five types are unifoliate, bifoliate, trifoliate, tetrafoliate, and multifoliate. So this palmately compound leaf is divided into five types, that is unifoliate, bifoliate, trifoliate, quadra or tetrafoliate, and multifoliate. In my next video, we are going to talk in detail about subtype, four subtype of pinnately compound leaf and five subtype of palmately compound leaf. So in this video, we have discussed in detail about the two type of leaf of the angiospermic plant, that is simple leaf and compound leaf, their characteristics, and two type of compound leaf. Thank you.